Bethel versus Fraser. Facts of the case. At a school assembly at Bethel High School, Matt Fraser made a speech to nominate fellow student Jeff Coleman for vice president of the student body. His speech included many sexual references to promote his candidate. Bethel High School suspended Fraser for 3 days for obscene and profane language or gestures. His name was also stricken from the ballot as a student speaker for graduation. Many students still gave write-in votes for him, and he finished second, which qualified for him to speak at graduation. But the school refused to accept the write-in votes because of his suspension. Matthew Fraser filed a lawsuit against Bethel schools for a violation of his freedom of speech.
A petitioner. The school said that Matthew Fraser was in violation of many policies of the school, like vulgar language, offensive speech, disruptive behavior, and later, obscenity at trial. Matt Fraser was told by 2 teachers not to give his speech. I told Matt that his speech was inappropriate and that he probably should not deliver it. That was the first teacher, who was the most critical of the speech, Miss Hicks. The second teacher said, and I quote, "My response at the time was that I had told Matt that this would indeed cause problems and that it would raise eyebrows." The respondent. Matthew Fraser said that obscenity at trial was not listed in his initial hearing with the vice principal, Christy Blair. He argued that because the assembly was optional, that it was more of an extracurricular, which would make it hard for the school board to give a punishment.
The impact on the nation. The Tinker versus Des Moines case expanded our First Amendment rights with the freedom of expression, but Bethel versus Fraser limited our freedom of speech in school by distinguishing the difference between political speech and sexual speech in school.